Well, I woke up this morning, bursting for a pint, and I says to me, darling, I'll get one day in mind. I'll only have a mouthful, no more than that I swear. I'm only gonna drink it down to there.
And welcome back to a special St. Patrick's Day edition of the Rusty Cuffs podcast, the police podcast. It's like a drunken ride along with your two good buddies, Rusty and Cuffs. What's going on there, Cuffs?
Not a whole lot.
You got to speak into the microphone.
Yeah, not a whole
I want
lot.
the good people to hear you.
Just reeling from a devastating loss.
Guinness is spilling out all over the desk.
Very dependable, hardworking, and trusted companion and coworker of mine. My unmarked car got fucking crushed by a tree in the windstorm. And it was where I parked it last, so it's kind of my fault, I guess.
Yeah. I think God hates the Taurus.
It was pretty much the last one in our fleet. And
It's for the best.
I strongly disagree.
What if they gave you a Crown Vic?
Well, no.
They got one mothballed somewhere for you?
They took away my Crown Vic over the summer because the pencil pushers in my back office took it to go to lunch and complained that the battery kept dying because they left the radio switch on.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of, jumping the battery or doing the bare minimum that a man with two testicles and a brain would do, they just contacted the fucking assholes at the garage and just killed it. Just crushed
this might be a little bit of a hot take, but I never really liked the Crown Vic.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, whatever. You know what? The people that are holding on to the Crown Vic are people that never even drove them at this point.
I started my career driving one.
Yeah, I mean, so did I. But I feel like now, like, all those memes and shit are all made by people that, like, they
never
saw one once.
Yeah. I had one. The first one I had, if you hit puddles, your feet would get wet because it had holes in the floorboard.
Yeah, it's like driving a Hummer.
Yeah. But the one I had most recently, I just farted in it enough where, like, the chair kind of conformed. And it had bench in the front.
Well, that's how you make memory foam seats. Yeah. You got to fart in them.
Yeah, it had a bench seat in the front, so it wasn't, like, all copped out. It was very comfy.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And then they killed my Taurus, too.
All right, rough day for Ford.
Yeah.
So obviously we're drinking Guinness and then I got some Jameson there because I know how much you love Jameson.
I fucking hate Jameson.
Well, that's a triple, so you're going to like that.
Yeah, everybody says, oh, you just haven't had the right Jameson yet.
Pour one for yourself.
You just haven't had the right
Shut
Jameson.
Up and pour one for me.
I'm more interested in what else is on the table right now.
Yeah, so this is a table of, what do we call this? A table of vices.
This is pretty much all my favorite things, kind of.
Yeah, we got stabby stuff, shooty stuff, we got nicotine stuff, we've got beer stuff, we got whiskey stuff. Got all the stuff.
Yeah. Last week, speaking of my cop week, I guess we'll get right into it. I just had one of those days where every single person I stopped was just a different level of developmentally delayed. Like, and I was hunting for criminals.
That's typically how it goes.
And it was just like, I swear to God, the last one, I think I caught on my body camera. I was like, the fuck is that going on? Like, just, he had, like, the retard, the driving retarded voice, but, like, he was functional, but I'm like, this guy's fucked up. Like, no license plate on the car.
Hey,
cheers. Let's see.
Slancha. Like the white folks say.
Oh, wow. The Irish can make a good whiskey. They just choose not to.
You know what? Very reasonably priced Jameson bottle, too.
Yeah.
So about $36.
Yeah. That is very reasonable. Wow. That is pretty nice. So just, like, talking with the weird, like...
Oh, could he not say his R's?
It wasn't that. It was like a weirder, definitely like immediate, like, oh, this guy's on a spectrum and not the same one I'm on, sort of thing. Like,
you can hold down a job at Wendy's, kind of a spectrum.
Oh, I bet he flips the hell out of those burgers.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like constant weird. Everyone like, oh, this is a bad guy. This one's gonna fucking go, and it's just like, dude that very clearly pooped his pants within the past half hour, and then it was that and a hoarder car, and it just like, but it was like an old lady in a hoarder, not like a crackhead hoarder car. It was just just like one after another. Like, okay, I give up, and then I responded to assist patrol on a shoplifting kind of call where he apparently goes over the air that he's fighting with the staff and menacing and swinging a bat. And I get there and catch him in the car trying to leave, and we kind of get him out, ID him, do a confirmatory ID with the complaint, and then instantly rolls into, I want to kill myself, and just starts smashing his head on the fucking partition. And I got
bold move, God.
Yeah, I'm like, jeez, it just fucking rolled into this whole thing where it's like, I was gonna, help patrol and be like, oh yeah, I'll fucking take it because I just wanted to,
Yeah, now you
make
do the
a
Homer
little
Simpson meme and just disappear into the bushes.
But and then I did, and it's like, this guy's fucking out of his mind. I hold him down in the car. They strap him in, load him in an ambulance, take him up to the hospital. And I'm like, all right, I escaped that. And I'm like, fuck, those are my cuffs on the guy. And they were like the cuffs that I hate that I became attached to a particular set of cuffs.
Yeah. That's when you just don't tell anybody. You just very quickly shoot up to the hospital and just, hey, we're going to swap these up.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I did. But when I got there, the guy was happy to see me, cursing out.
Yeah, they can smell their own.
Cursing out the guy that I was with that happened to be one of my old FTOs. Mm-hmm. And, oh, hey, like, Officer Cuffs, like, you're cool. But this guy's a dickhead, and I'm like, this is a weird role reversal. This is a strange feeling where the bad guy in handcuffs is happy to see me. I felt like I entered the Twilight Zone. But other than that, and just dodging pretty much all responsibilities and work lately, it's been good. I found I'm getting very close to getting promoted. Like, it actually almost seems real.
Yeah,
which is alarming.
It should be alarming for everybody else.
Yeah. I guess we're not going to have a show because it'll just be two like supervisors and we'll be the enemy together, I guess.
No. I'll plan on getting demoted at some point. Before you get promoted, I'll get demoed. It's,
I like that. You could work for me.
Yeah. You got to keep a balance in the universe.
Yeah. Some overtime opportunities. A parade is coming up, and they asked for my input because I guess I've done this parade multiple times. I'm like, hey, that sounds good. We have this, that, and the other. They're like, yeah. And then my boss brings up, like, hey, in light of all the terrorist attacks, like, do you think we should maybe get some more resources just to, as either a show of security or just to make sure nothing terrible happens? I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. And then he goes up and runs it up the chain. Is like, can we get a bomb sniffing dog for this big event? And we have one available, and we usually have it for certain events. They're like, no, it's not. It's not a good fit. It's not worth it. We're like, but you've used it before, like, and we're coming to the conclusion that canines can't actually smell anything, and it's just for show. Like, I would never say this 100% certainty, but I'm kind of convinced that the canines, the drug sniffing canines, is just voodoo bullshit because I've had them no hit and then found drugs.
I've definitely never seen like the ones that are trained to like recover evidence. I've seen them do it in training.
Yeah,
I've never seen them do it in the real world, but I have seen them bite the shit out of people, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, the bite dogs are great, but like I'm kind of convinced even like their goofy labs that are like good at smelling bombs, I think are just good at finding a bacon sandwich.
That's very possible.
So I turn that down, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get killed by the one time they don't use a explosive sniffing dog, and they like lose a limb from a pressure cooker. But
maybe
we'll find out.
All right.
We'll find out. What about you? What's your cop week like?
Well, since we did like all of the cop work last week and we caught all the bad guys, we kind of like
stopped.
We didn't have a lot to do, which is kind of nice.
You had like one shift where just like, oh wow, it's weird. Caught the criminals.
Basically like we caught all our shitheads. So like now until new shitheads show up.
Yeah, or the old ones get out of jail. So
I have it on good authority that they're not going to be a problem anymore. And we'll just leave it at that. So, yeah, I'm not. That problem is gone. So now it's just
like
a matter of
couple, like an ocean and a couple thousand miles away gone.
No, not yet. But they'll be in a cage for a while.
And then extraordinarily renditioned somewhere.
Yes. Yeah. I think they have a trebuchet on the southern border, and they're just going to kind of, whichever country they end up in, that's where they stay. Yeah. So that problem is done. So now it's just kind of business as usual. And, between now and when it gets really nice out, typically there's not a ton going on until some other shit hits show up. Yeah. So the guys certainly enjoyed that. We had the storm that crushed your car.
Yeah.
For me, pretty easy night. For the cops, not.
No. Downed wires. Oh man, downed
the
trees.
Radio did not stop. I mean, just alarms and downed wires all night long. But I didn't have to do anything.
I miss midnight.
So that was pretty nice.
I think about it more and more. I'm getting nostalgic for it, and I'm very close to pulling the trigger on that. I think we're gonna talk after the show about that. But
yeah. Otherwise, just did like normal like person stuff. Went to the gym. Well, do you go to like a regular gym or do you just work out at work?
I have a gym in my basement.
Okay, so you're like a good person.
And since I had a kid, gonna be honest, I don't really exercise that much other than using a baby as a kettlebell and walking a lot.
Yeah, that's what you do. And the more kids you have, the weight increases. So you get stronger.
I realize where dad strength comes from. It's using, because holding like an almost toddler isn't just like a free weight or kettlebell. It's a kettlebell.
It's wiggly.
It's very wiggly. It's like a shake weight.
Yeah.
It's you're working different muscles that you weren't used to working.
Yeah, and as they get older, you get real dad strength because then it becomes like a core exercise because every time you sit down, you need to get right back up.
Yeah.
Because they need something.
Yeah.
So anyway, I have the work gym and then I've got a gym,
we have
right?
a decent work gym.
So now I've never been somebody that wears 2 earphones, like headphones or like 2 earbuds.
I get paranoid.
Yeah, like I want to be able to hear what's going on around me, right? There was a gentleman in my gym that did not have that problem. And he let the whole world know it because, like Planet Fitness says, like, yo, this is like a no
lunk.
Yeah, no legs. You can't you grunt or you drop weights, they throw you out.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the gym that I go to. But this guy was definitely grunting, but not in the way that he was lifting heavy weight. Every time he did a rep, it sounded like he was coming, and I was listening to something. I wasn't really listening to him. I caught it like a couple. No, it was more. It was way more feminine than that. Yeah, it was like Woody Allen coming. So I turned away from the free weights after like the third or fourth time that I heard it, and I look and there's like 3 levels of like aerobic equipment, like in treadmills and stairs and that kind of shit. And everybody on those things is laughing their dicks off to the point of like they're almost falling off of the tread because they're laughing at this guy lifting. I mean, he was doing like dumbbell presses with like, 25-pound weights. Like it wasn't anything special. And he was just like,
Was this like an old queen or like?
No, this was like a guy in his 40s. Not a particularly small, like, skinny dude who
that's just
like he should have been able to do something.
Was he like doing it as a bit?
If it was just for him. Yeah, I don't know, man. It was weird. But anyway, I bought a new gun.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So
I didn't think you'd do this either. I'm so proud of you.
So we talked about it, and I was looking for something. It's getting a little warmer. I wanted something that I could carry every day and really not worry about printing. So I got the BodyGuard 2.0 Performance Center Carry Comp.
Fucking nice.
So it's a 380 Smith & Wesson. It's a 10-round magazine. They give you a 12-round magazine to go with it. It's a 380 that you can actually get a full firing grip on. So if you're one of the people that got like a Glock, like I'm gonna say a Glock 19, you're like, oh, it's too small for my hand. Like your pinky doesn't make it. This is gonna be too small for you. But the trigger guard is undercut just enough where you can get all of your fingers on there. You get half a pinky on there, basically.
Yeah,
but you get a full grip.
With the extended magazines, although I'm a pretty big proponent of 2 of these features, Smith & Wesson's and 380. I fucking love both of those things. With the extended mag, you get that more purchase on there.
Yeah, but even with the regular 10-rounder, you're still getting just enough.
It's fucking thin.
Yeah.
We
so
compared
it's just over 11 ounces empty. I haven't weighed it with ammo in it, but it's a very, very light gun. You forget that it's there.
This is a little bit on the pricier side.
It's about a hair under $6.
Yeah.
You can find them for about $5.25. After taxes, you're gonna get close to $6.
So it's nearly as slim, if not as slim, as which I brought. I have the Hogue grip on my overmold grip, but nearly as slim as my slide wise. It's about the same as my LCP2.
Mm-hmm.
I think it actually is all around almost as slim.
Yeah, it
in
might
every
be
dimension.
about half an inch longer on the barrel just because of the comp.
Look at that though.
But it is tiny gun.
It's got better sights on my LCP2.
The sights on it are very nice. Recoil wise, I haven't shot the regular BodyGuard 2.0. If you're wondering, there's the BodyGuard and the BodyGuard 2.0. The regular BodyGuard is a hammer fired gun. The BodyGuard 2.0 is striker fired. So they're completely different guns. The name is really the only similarity that they share.
Yeah.
That and they both fire 380. But I fired this next to my just Glock 19, and I would say that recoil was about the same.
That's impressive.
So for a tiny little gun, like I had the Kel-Tec P3AT, which is a 380, is basically what Ruger used to make the LCP.
Yep.
And that gun was super, super snappy. Sights were shit. I never really found it to be super reliable. Yeah, those sights are basically about the same as what was on the...
and I put a little, crayon with a little bit of enamel nail polish on the front of it just so I could pick up that...
something, yeah.
Something.
Yeah, this is a tritium with an Ameriglow ring. I don't know if it's actually Ameriglow. I shouldn't say that because they might, make you a little butt hurt.
Now, I was considering getting the LCP Max, but...
just having handled them both side by side... this is a better gun, but it's also almost double the price.
Yeah. I think you're getting quite a bit more features. Yeah. The LCP Max is, I think, a great option if you're looking for this. The compensator kind of sells it for me.
Again, I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but I like the way this gun shoots.
Yeah.
And I'll say it's because of the comp. I don't know.
I mean,
it does make it look
probably. Cool. 380 isn't a particularly snappy round, but out of these lighter, thinner, smaller guns, yeah, you might want that. The trigger sucks.
Trigger sucks. So it's not the worst trigger, but it's not good by any means. It's very easy to get a false reset on it.
Yep.
And
it's
also
smushy.
It's
so fucking smushy. But
also what I don't like is if you hear that. So that's not pulling the trigger. That's the trigger guard or the what do you call it? Trigger safety
shoe, whatever you want to call it.
So that's if you, I don't know. I guess it's basically the trigger safety hitting the inside of the frame behind the trigger. So right now there's only one company I think that makes an aftermarket trigger for it.
Yeah.
Which was
Galloway Precision.
Galloway Precision.
Which I have.
And that's just a trigger shoe. It's like a $40 part or something, right?
Yeah, it's
maybe not even that much.
It dramatically improved my LCP2 trigger. Dramatically so, and I don't like that the trigger safety in the center is plastic, but it replaced the whole trigger with a metal trigger. Mm-hmm. And I mangled the shit out of the roll pin because I was drunk when I installed it, as most of my gunsmithing is. If I was sober, I'd actually probably be a talented gunsmith. I'm in the market for a new 380, probably just because I have an unhealthy addiction, and I was actually looking at an old 380, the Beretta 1934 for a couple $100, just as like heavy hammer fired, double action single action trigger. Like, it's single action only trigger. But then I was looking at, I got down the rabbit hole of the Beretta 84s and then Beretta Tomcats and all this. But now I'm just looking at the Smith & Wesson and be like, man, just replace that trigger out of the box and you get a comped.
Yeah, I think that this gun. Because it's not a super popular gun, which is evident when you go looking for holsters and aftermarket parts. But I think that this gun will become more popular, and you'll see the aftermarket kind of support a little bit more.
Go ahead.
Well, what I found was looking for holsters. There was really only a handful of companies that really made a nice holster for it. So I have one that I'm ordering, or I did order it. It's being made by Close Quarters Carry.
Okay.
Which is I think it's a one-man show out of Florida, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. If it stinks, then I'll have to look for another one. But what I was thinking was how nice it would be to do like a face-off, like double 1911 rig, but do a double appendix carry BodyGuard 2.0, because it's small enough where it's still like one
But
gun.
then you actually legit have to get one of them Cerakoted like gold.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
Like the real shiny gold Cerakote.
Yeah.
Like I would do that with something like that. I fucking love the movie Face Off. Holy shit. Highly recommended.
Eat a peach for hours.
Nicolas Cage is one of the greatest actors of all time. Just saying. But that is a great movie if you haven't seen Face Off.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Yeah, I'm a 380 proponent.
I think for the summer this is going to be a great gun, and then next winter when I'm carrying a full size gun, and then this is probably like in a pocket.
It's you gotta compare the weights. Like I honestly think it's the same fucking weight.
I mean, I think it's lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you really hold them for a little while.
Oh, holy shit!
I mean, it's easy enough to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is just a hair over 11 ounces empty. I don't know what the LCP.
It's heavy.
is.
It's close, but the magazine release really stiff on this thing.
You know what? They drop free, and I like the texture on it.
It's a very aggressive
Yes,
texture.
I like it.
I can see there's a little screw in there. It's probably adjustable.
Maybe. Or maybe ambidextrous.
You're
Anyway.
ambidextrous.
Don't call me ambidextrous. Somebody tried selling me on the SIG 365. I think it's called the Lux, which is like a 380 365.
I have the 380 parts kit for SIG.
Okay.
365. I just haven't built it.
I guess for you that makes sense because you love 380 so
I
much.
fucking love 380.
But to have a 380 that's the same size as a 9mm, to me doesn't make
crazy.
any goddamn sense, because you have the weight and the size of the 9.
And
Why
380
would you
is
just
a
carry the
more
9?
expensive round.
Yes.
No, you're right. One, it used to be called 9mm Kurz, and it's put more dicks in the dirt than 9mm has.
Oh, really? Has it been around that long?
It's been around a long fucking time.
I don't know, man. I've picked up a lot of 9mm casings in the hood. I think those numbers might be skewed these days.
That's true. I think with development of new loads, new rounds, new hollow points or whatever, you're pushing the limit of the performance of 380, but you're getting almost equivalent performance to a 9 in self-defensive shooting scenarios.
You can still find like critical defense, HST, spear gold dot. Like they make everything in 380.
I carry really, really eccentric Norma rounds that are some weird shiny metal, and they look fucking very cyberpunk because it's like a matte black case with a silver.
Yeah, it does
bullet.
look like something that like a B movie armorer would use.
Yeah. That's exactly what I feel like sometimes. But for defensive shooting scenarios, like using something like this, in my book is fine. I'm not thinking about, I need barrier penetration and all this super whiz bang shit. Like if I feel like I'm in a scenario where it's like, fuck, I need some, I'm gonna carry a full size like Glock.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do.
Kind of where I'm at with this is that I think day to day this covers me almost 100%. It's when I go to those areas where you would say, all right, well, like I was justified carrying a gun. Like, well, do I need one in a movie theater? Oh yeah, Aurora, Colorado. I need one in the movie theater. Do I need one in the mall? Oh, that guy that had to take a shot at like 40 yards in the mall. Yeah, I need one in the mall. So like for those scenarios, I'm gonna carry a bigger gun generally anyway. Yeah. But for like my day to day, like drop the kids off at school, go for a walk,
pop into the gas station, grocery store. Yeah, in my neighborhood, I don't even do that. It's because it's like I'm not getting a gunfight in my neighborhood. I know everybody in my neighborhood.
I think walking around the neighborhood is really like if I have to shoot a dog.
That's exactly. I have some issue dogs in my neighborhood. I don't have a problem with the owner.
Oh, the dogs aren't an issue. I just don't like them.
I don't like them either.
Yeah, a little
It's just the breed. I'm more concerned is like, oh man, if one of these dogs gets off the leash, it's really going to fuck up my dog. And I don't even carry a 380. I throw my 25 ACP because I'm like, yeah, it'll probably do enough damage to the dog. Even though it's a big ass dog, like if it's latched onto the skull of my dog, I know where I can stick this to like. It's gonna be a tragedy. It's gonna be sad, but it's like whatever. So I throw a 25 ACP Beretta in my pocket with like 7 rounds, and I'm like, I hope this is good enough, or it's gonna piss off this Rottweiler. I don't know, but it's like it's something I just throw in my pocket and forget.
Yeah, I showed this gun to my dad, and he was ankle carrying a 25 Beretta.
Yeah,
he was like, I think I might get rid of my Beretta and get one of these.
I think
it seems like a great idea.
Me and your dad carry the same gun. It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Which I'll be honest, that little Bobcat, I don't even know if it's a Bobcat.
The Jetfire, probably a 950 BS.
I don't know.
The one I have, I showed
yeah. That's actually lighter than this.
Yeah. The Tomcat and the Bobcat. One's 32, one's
the Tomcat is a 32. The Bobcat is a 22.
Yeah.
He's got a 25 auto, so I don't know what the hell that was called.
They had.
Yeah, they don't make it anymore. That gun's old as shit.
Yeah, they don't make those anymore. I don't even think there's any new production 25 ACP guns out there.
I get that.
But I subscribe to this kind of weird philosophy. It's from way back in the day on gun subreddits and on K from 4chan, a weapons board, was the copper rule. If you end up with ammunition in a caliber you don't own, you have to get a gun in that caliber. And I follow that. So I ended up with some 25 ACP, and I was just like, oh, fuck. Let me find a 25 ACP. And then I think I talked about it on the show. I had a crazy old man in a diaper with his pants around his ankle, like yelling at imaginary people, and like a dozen cops show up because it was a slow day and it sounded like an active shooter of a crazy old man. And it was horrible tactics of all around of the supervisors and me just watching as I go from cover to cover approaching. It's like, yeah, it's an old man with a gun. He might be a vet and might actually be able to smoke someone with this thing. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is a cool little fucking Beretta. I'm like, I'm going to get one of these. So I ended up getting one after that.
Yeah, from the property bag.
The old days were great.
Speaking of smoking dogs, it made me
Pam Blondie or
no. It reminded me. No, it wasn't her. It was
the other one.
Yeah. Christy Gnome.
Whatever. They're all fucking interchangeable. They look like melted wax figurines.
Yeah.
Rejected Madame Tussauds creatures.
Have you ever seen an invoice when we take animals?
No, because I usually just called animal control. You invoiced an animal?
No, I've never done it. No,
but like, what the?
I did see
stuff it in the property section. It'll be fine in the closet.
you know the unit that does that for us.
Yeah.
All right, so they had taken a bunch, and I just never even thought about it before. But you have to label each one as a piece of property.
Yep.
By name. So you have like a
1, princess.
Yes, exactly.
Princess the baby eater. 2, Trunchbold the monster.
I appreciate the Matilda reference. But yeah, so they it was like
Trunchbold is a good name for a pit bull.
Yeah, these were all cats, but yeah.
Oh. So like I don't know,
stir fry.
Spaghetti, stir fry.
Dumpling.
Yeah,
the usual.
Have you ever noticed white girls name like all their cats after Japanese food instead of Chinese food? Like miso and sushi. And no, haven't.
No,
you don't.
We hang out with different whites. Yeah,
we definitely do.
All right.
Speaking of whites, my wife now looks like one of those whites with the tattoos on both arms, like one tattoo.
Oh boy.
She just got a tattoo today. Her second one ever. She got a little vegetation on her arm, so it's even more of like white girl stuff.
I'm trying to think of what type of vegetation did she get? Like a mushroom, an oak tree, a vine.
You're in the right realm, so I'm not gonna dox
Wait, hold on. Bonsai tree.
It's somewhere in that realm of flower. And listen, I have a flower tattoo.
Orchid?
I have a flower tattoo.
Is that a poppy?
Yeah, it's like a poppy. It's, but I have like, tattoos, like pretty gnarly, old school Sailor Jerry style tattoos. And my wife is getting these little, here's a flower. And here's some song lyrics. I'm not shitting on her. I actually think it's a nice tattoo. I like it. Whatever, but we look like different people.
Yeah, I mean, without the tattoos, you both look like different people.
Like, why is that guy with that girl, sort of a thing? Like, why is she with the homeless?
Yeah,
why,
I would rephrase that.
Why is that woman with the homeless man?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I get that compliment a lot at work. It's like, who's the homeless guy in the office?
Yeah.
The new guys meet me and think I'm some sort of like special forces guy, and I'm like, nah.
They just tell you to go clean up the fucking like. Hey, listen.
Oh, good. The janitor's here.
Somebody's shit in the cells. Sorry, dude.
I get along with the janitor really well.
Is the same guy? From
No.
That guy was a fucking
the
lunatic.
homeless guy, the actual
The guy
legit
that
homeless,
lived
lived
there?
in the building. Yeah, no.
Okay, that's good to hear. He's moved on or he's dead.
He just moved to a different facility.
Oh, all right.
They asked him not to come back to this facility because
Because had a house there.
he lived in it. He lived in the mop room, so it's like, all right, we can't have that anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of homeless, weirdos, Dude's Gourmet for over 50 all natural organic seasonings for everything from chicken, steak, fish, and veggies. Go to dudesgourmet.com. You can go to their Instagram and the YouTube channel for fun and delicious recipes. And you use the promo code CUFFS, it's capital CUFFS at checkout, and you're going to get free shipping on all orders over $50.
Easter's coming up. And
Easter is coming up.
Every year, tradition in my family is we make a ham. And I'm panicking now because I don't have the honey chipotle. And every year after Easter, like leftover ham is honey chipotle, a fuck ton of it, and it fucking slaps with that. But I was just laughing because we have that group chat with him. And he sent the video of him practicing his draw, and he's fucking sharp with it.
Yeah.
And
he's no slouch. I don't want to tell him that.
And he's practicing it in the mirre, and you respond to him, look out, there's a gay guy in your house.
Look out, there's a gay guy with a gun in your house.
And it was so fucking funny. But yeah, he's actually fucking practicing. He turned me onto those really cheap optics. I think it's a Crimson Trace. Like, everybody's making a cheap optic now.
Yeah.
And when you're balling on a budget, like, all of them are pretty much the same. If you're not using it for like a hardcore beat the shit out of duty, like
you have duty optics, and then you've got optics that are fine for everything else.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Even if it's a carry, if you're not like me, where it's like it's getting like you're throwing it in the bed of a pickup, and like
most people
don't beat the shit out of their
tools. The gun doesn't
like,
really leave the holster.
Yeah.
I mean, I know when I get to work, all my shit comes out and gets thrown in a fucking locker. It drops on the floor, like, whatever it is. So I could justify spending extra $100, $200 on a duty optic.
I think, yeah. And like when I was younger, I invested well in a couple of really solid, dependable things, but I beat the shit out of them over the years. And I still have a 507K hollow sun that I'm like, I don't really care particularly too much about this thing, but it was, at the time it was only 300 and something bucks, and it was a lot of money back then, but I was like, this is dependable. I'm not spending Trigicon money. I've been trying to fucking break it now. I'm like, I'm going to get a nicer optic. It won't fucking break. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. But
I got about probably at this point, it's about a 20-year-old aim point on an AR. And this week I had my hands on another AR, but it had a Vortex, like a lower end Vortex red dot.
Yeah, their prism optics are really nice.
Yeah, one of those. I don't know, it was like a Spitfire or Viper. I don't know.
Broke my Strike Eagle.
It was something. It wasn't a Strike Eagle, but it was something similar in that price range. And I'll tell you, the glass was way better than my fucking than my 20-year-old aim point. But
I think Vortec is actually known. They have like 3 tiers. A lot of these companies do. But like the lower end glass is manufactured in China. The middle glass is usually manufactured in Japan, and then the high end glass is actually German glass, from a company I think called Zeiss, which is still around from pre-World War I.
Yeah, well, they make scopes, they make spotting scopes, they make binoculars, they make all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. I use a Vortec monocle at work a lot for just observation and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and it's fucking fantastic. But all those lower end, it's like, I want to throw a red dot on this. If you have like a $200 22, it doesn't fucking matter. And people do ask me, what should I get? I'm like, literally the cheapest one. As long as it's not airsoft quality, like I've been looking at like Swamp Fox. It's one of those companies out there. There's Crimson Trace. If it has a name that is associated with more than like like a bullshit, like it's a mishmash of English sounding words. Like if it's not that, if it's an actual company with a website and they happen to sell on a couple different websites.
Yum
like,
Yum Boom Boom is not the one that you want to put on your gun.
But Primary Arms has been making in the optics, field for probably 15 years.
And they've got some high-end stuff.
And they have some, like, all of these companies have been producing stuff for a while. So it's like, just, whatever doesn't break your bank. Like, if I have a preference, but the thing is, I don't want to steer people into, get what I get what Cuffs gets, get what Rusty gets. Get whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever you like, and then let me know. Like, I'll talk about your experiences, and I'm sorry if, like, but I don't want to be the one who's like, I recommended Hollow Sun, and then it shit the bed on you, and then you're talking about, Cuffs is an asshole, he made me spend $300 on a 507. Like, whatever, man.
You know what's tough is that a lot of places, like, there's a few gun stores out there that have a lot of inventory where you can kind of look at everything.
Yeah, there's a lot that don't.
I think for most shooters, you're like just kind of going off of like dickheads on YouTube and just trying to,
like me, like you're just a guy.
Yeah, you're just watching enough reviews and trying to guess. And what happens is a lot of products, like if you watch, let's say there's something new comes out and you want to see what it's all about, you'll see that like 10 different YouTubers all dropped a video on like the same day
time.
or two.
They got paid for it.
Exactly. So it's like you really got to take it with a grain of salt. Like I was looking at this guitar, and it was like a weird fucking guitar, and it seemed like everybody online must have gotten one for free at the same time, because it was like everything in the time that I was looking at it was everything was 2 months prior, but like to the day, and everything was favorable. I was like, oh yeah, that's great. This is the best.
Speaking of musical instruments, Stoker's Musical Instruments at stokersmusicalinstruments.com. He's still there. He's just like slowed down. He's expecting his first child soon, so he's like he kind of said he was winding down the business, and now he's like, it's still gonna be around. But it's Stoker's Musical Instruments at stokersmusicalinstruments.com. That's STOKKERS musicalinstruments.com. Buys, sells, repairs, and appraises music. He's gonna slow down. He is, but he has inventory right now. There's a lot of stuff on there. Reach out to him. I guess you want to stuff your kid's Easter basket with a sick guitar or bass guitar, or whatever. He's still around, and he's really a source of knowledge where I got into instruments and stuff, and hopefully my kid does too. But yeah, it's the same thing. I look at the parallels when we talk shop about our differing nerd stuff. Like, he talks about guitars the way I talk about guns, and he believes the same stuff. It's like, oh, hey, this guitar review dropped for like a dozen different people. This gun review dropped for a dozen different people. This optic, whatever it is. Same with cars, even. It's just whatever. They're all the same shit.
Yeah, it's just hard to know exactly. And also, like, if you've never been behind a pistol optic, let's say I don't know if I want 2 MOA, 3 MOA, 6 MOA.
The circle dot. I like the circle dot.
Yeah, so seeing them all. And then the other thing is, like, you don't want to be that guy in a gun shop.
Yeah.
Where you're like, can I see that? Can I see that? Can I see that?
Yeah.
So it's tough.
Yeah, it is.
The gun shop, which, I'm not going to name it.
Yeah, you're using a different gun shop than I use, actually.
And the one where I got that, I was blown away by the inventory that they had.
Oh, it's huge. I've been to that one a couple times. It's actually where I got my Beretta 950. But like, they had some cool shit in there. I mean, they had one of those Canics that's cell shaded. Like, it's like, it looks like a cartoon just the way it painted, and it's very flat painting.
Okay.
They also had a H&K P7 Hans Gruber's gun.
Yeah.
It's like $6,000. I was like, holy fuck.
I know a guy that's got like 4 of those.
I went and checked them out when they first opened, and they had like a Johnson gun. They had like Galils and like FNFALs. And I was like, oh, holy fuck. And it's like, can I see that? And I was like, oh, this is rad. How much is it? And they're like, $7,000. I'm like, all right, have a nice day. Like,
There's a lot of expensive stuff in there, but they are very, very nice.
They're expanding, and it seems like they're actually out competing a lot of the local gun stores in a lot of ways.
I'm okay with that. Geographically, he's much closer than a lot of places.
And I'm okay with that too, because like the one close to them that also has an indoor range are a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, although, you know what? Their inventory has gotten much, much better since, let's say, I don't know, 10 years ago when I was shooting on a public range.
Yeah, I agree. SHOT Show really didn't wow me this year, and I've just been thinking, and I'm getting the itch again. But it's mostly because you went to this gun store, ordered a gun, and picked it up in 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered my Zenith ZF5 in December, and it's still not here. And I called my local gun store. I was like, hey, I'm just wondering what the fuck is up. And like, it got really quiet on the line, and I heard talking in the background. I couldn't make out what it was. And like, what's your callback number? It's like, we'll call you back in 5 minutes. And then they didn't call me back. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they sold my gun. I'm pretty sure they got my order in and sold it.
It's very possible. When did you call?
Saturday. Friday? Saturday?
Yeah, they might have sold it. I would tell them to just refund you.
I mean, but I wanted that one. I wanted the Zenith. And it was on sale at the time. So I got a good deal on it.
Oh, well.
And now I'm going to eat that cost.
No, so then don't. And
Yeah.
fucking make them get another one.
I just got to, and now I have to. The challenge with having a very young kid is like, oh, let me find the time to like strap in a baby and go to a gun store. And
Babies love gun stores.
yeah, well, babies do. Wife doesn't. Wife doesn't love that I'm bringing a baby to a gun store.
Yeah, mine didn't either.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell her.
She's gonna know. She's gonna know. She's gonna know. She's gonna. My baby's gonna come back smell like hops number 9.
Mm-hmm. That's also possible. All right. Shall we get into the news?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be dark, isn't it?
No.
Oh yeah.
No, it might be a little gay.
All right. I didn't know we had stuff on Netanyahu. Interesting.
Body camera video from March 6th shows the moment that an officer in Oklahoma City began pursuing 2 mini bikes that did not have headlights, making it difficult for the bikes to be seen, according to a police report.
Saw this one.
Both drivers failed to stop at a stop sign near Southwest 41st Street and South Santa Fe Avenue. As the officer began to chase the 2 drivers in his patrol vehicle, the 2 mini bikes separated. The officer continued to chase one mini bike down Southeast 44th Street. The police officer said the driver fled down several streets and disregarded numerous stop signs and traffic lights. The mini bike eventually made its way to a dead-end road on Southeast 41st Street. The driver began traveling through a residential yard and a small field north of the roadway. The officer exited his vehicle and began running after the bike. The mini bike eventually re-entered the street near Southwest or Southeast 40th Street. When the officer reached the intersection at Southeast 40th Street and Santa Fe Avenue, he saw a passing vehicle with its window down. Go, 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 the officer said to the driver while hopping on the hood of the car.
Why didn't he jump in the car? I'm still wondering that.
This whole thing is fucking retarded. After the officer made contact with the driver, he quickly determined that the driver was willing to assist law enforcement. Drive, 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 the officer said. The officer then directed the driver of the vehicle while hanging onto the hood of the car for about 2 minutes. The driver of the mini bike stopped briefly at Southwest 49th Street and South Sage Avenue. The officer jumped off the hood and subdued the mini bike driver.
It was, I mean, like, realistically, it's rad, but why are you risking your life for this? Why didn't you just get in the car?
The whole thing is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
First off, you're chasing a mini bike.
It's a mini bike. They didn't commit a robbery. It's just, what are you risking?
So the whole thing is like, the mini bike shouldn't be on the road.
Yeah, yeah.
So now you're chasing it in your car. Then you get into a foot pursuit with a mini bike.
Mm-hmm.
Then you commandeer a vehicle and car surf.
The car, like, listen, pulling up in the civilian car is great for apprehending someone because they don't see it coming.
I think, how long ago was it that there was a video of a guy it was on a highway, he's in a foot pursuit, and like an Uber guy pulls over, and then he tases him from the moving Uber, which is fucking awesome.
Yes.
So like, yeah, that was great, except that guy got in the car.
Yeah, get in the car. Get if you're gonna do like 1990s action movie cop shit, do it a little safely. But you're also putting that civilian in danger.
Oh, there's no world where this guy didn't get in trouble for this.
No.
There's like nobody's gonna be like patting him on the back for like, hey man, great job catching those mini bikes.
He's gonna get made fun of for a long time.
That's his career now.
Listen, I've grabbed mini bikes and e-bikes and all that shit too, but I just like casually walk over, hey guys, click, and then I like, you're fucked now, kid. Like that's all I do.
We've talked about it before. I zip tie the clutch.
Maybe don't throw a cooler at the guy's head. Like,
yeah, that didn't end well.
Like if
I don't think he should have been.
I don't think he should have been got
convicted.
charged. No, I agree with that sentiment completely. And a lot of people in my office disagree with me, but I'm just like, you didn't mean for him to die. And also, the guy was riding on a sidewalk in New York City,
listen,
and like,
I grew up where if you steal a pack of gum and you run from the police, if you die, you shouldn't have stole the pack of gum.
Yeah, yes.
And that's just the way it is. Sorry. Yeah. Does it suck? Yes. You died for a pack of gum. Shouldn't have ran.
Yeah.
You knew the consequences when you ran.
You
from the
weren't
police.
killed by them for the pack of gum. You're killed. You know, it's complicated.
Let's find some other people that fucked their careers up. 2 cops were suspended without pay for allegedly having sex in a Bronx station house locker room after one cop's baby daddy found a recording of the steamy tryst. It's male and female. Why are we saying one cop's baby daddy? Just say fucking whatever her name is, Yulini Campos Saverdra.
Big,
whatever. Anyway, 2 unfuckable cops from New York City's 46th precinct got caught banging on duty by the chick's baby daddy, and let's see, they were fucking in the locker room. Is there anything else to say about that? Don't. I mean, just fucking wait. Neither one of them was attractive, so I could see why both of them felt like they had to capitalize on having sex.
In my career, there have been multiple cops that have been caught fucking on duty in our Department of Employment, as well as in national headlines. And I still don't understand it. Like, when I wear that uniform, I feel disgusting. It is like covered in old person dust and like sweat and ketchup stains and powdered donuts. And
they let you bring it home to wash it, right?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about one tour.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about one tour. I watched that.
You work a lot harder than me.
Listen, if it's over 55 degrees, I'm sweating. Guaranteed. It's just, my fair Celtic complexion. But I just, what is it about your career that, like, isn't it exciting enough? You carry a gun, you can chase people, you can fight people. What kind of excitement do you need?
I mean, I don't know. Getting your nut off is pretty great.
Yeah, but at work?
I mean, I saw a picture of this chick, so to me, it's not worth it. But anyway, the real part of this, that like the locker room sex, didn't really like surprise me. It's their police union's response to it. All right, so this is Police Benevolent Association delegates were sent an unofficial email to other police officers asking for donations for the pair.
What?
Unfortunately,
are you fucking kidding me?
Unfortunately, 2 of our 4-6 family have been suspended without pay, the email states, identifying the cops. This is a huge financial burden. This job is their sole livelihood, and both officers have other family that depend on them, which adds to the financial strain they are faced with.
Well, they probably should have thought about that before they started fucking on duty if they had other family that depends on them.
Yeah.
This is your livelihood. Don't fuck with it. Like, and the balls. Listen, I am pretty strongly pro labor, pro unions of any sort. The fucking balls on these unions to be like, give us money so we can give to the people you're in trouble. They fucked up. Can we have some money for them?
It's one thing if you get sick, and like
you
people want to do a
hurt.
that's a different story.
But you get jammed up for some legitimate like cop shit even.
Also, they fucking film themselves. It's not like they got caught.
I assume they.
They got caught, but they filmed themselves.
I assume they vote for their shop stewards, like most unions. I don't know how a PBA works, but I would assume that they do. And if I were in their shoes, I'd be like, yeah, we need to vote for some new fuckers because this is some fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Didn't their PBA also have the FBI raid the guy's house at one point recently, like a year ago?
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of crap out of that area.
Yeah.
Speaking of that area, same fucking precinct a year earlier. A white NYPD commander allegedly groped a black female underling and declared, I want to make biracial babies with you, according to a bombshell lawsuit. The accuser, identified in Bronx Supreme Court filings only as the initials NT, tried to avoid being alone with Inspector Jeremy Shublin for more than a year because of creepy comments he previously made at the NYPD's 46th Precinct Station House. NT, who typically works desk duty, was caught by surprise on January 1st, 2025, when the boss called her into his office for a meeting about firearms training, and they were alone. How many times has the commanding officer questioned you about firearms training or wanted to have any kind of discussion with you?
Me?
Yeah.
Actually, a lot.
All right. Well, we're different people.
I am waiting for one of these commanders to fucking sexually harass me. I want it to. I welcome the day I get diddled by my big boss. Like, are you kidding me? I could write my own fucking ticket.
Keep calling him the big boss. It might happen sooner than you think.
I hope so. God damn, do you mean I could retire and open a gun store? Are you fucking kidding me? If I manage to get sexually assaulted at work and I can retire, first 10 listeners that show up to my shop will get free guns.
Okay. Anyway, so he denied her request to work patrol duty, then tried to place his hand on her neck, according to the legal filings against him and the city. When she knocked his hand away, Shalubin allegedly told her, I don't know whether to kiss or choke you. She told him to stop, but he grabbed her rear end while sneering, oh, you're strong. That's the type of woman I like.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He allegedly lifted her off the ground and tossed her onto what officers called the casting couch.
No.
He scoops me up, and then he slams me on the couch. That tells me that he was just too weak to actually hold her up.
Yeah.
Like he got her off
she
the
was
ground.
Thick.
And then, yeah.
She was thick.
He scoops me up, and then he slams me on the couch, the 34-year-old mother told the Post, echoing the allegations in her complaint. Now he's on top of me. I got my hands covering my mouth, and he's trying to kiss me on the mouth. So he kisses me on the left side of my cheek, like kissing me, and then trying to push his face to get to my mouth to break the barrier.
There's, like, in my office, there's no way any of that could happen because there's secretaries right outside. I don't know how this is laid out, but also, like, I would make a lot of noise and be like, no, stop, rape! And then, like, there's my lawsuit, and there I walk away with a couple $1 million. Like, I'm hoping.
I mean, this is the department where, what was it? Was like the chief was banging a lieutenant.
Oh yeah, with the overtime scandal. She was in on that though.
Yeah. That was no surprise to her. She knew what was going on.
Yeah. This sounds pretty bad.
It sounds real bad. Anyway, let's see.
Who makes cops look bad but other cops? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, this guy got promoted, and I guess there's like a. Yeah, so ironically, he received a Man of the Year award from the first annual Brian Mulkeen Awards dinner.
And then the PBA handed him a $1,000 check from their GoFundMe account or something for him, right? Are they still in the union when they're that high? Probably not.
I don't know, beats me. Anyway, she says that he retaliated against her, and after she made a report to Internal Affairs. He said she's saying that he put her on a shift that starts at 3 a.m. despite her having young children. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, good job. Way to go. Fucking schmuck. Anyway, I guess they're still investigating. Two things came out this week. The Houston Rodeo got shut down, and so did Daytona Spring Break with 4 shot. All those young doctors and lawyers just out there running amok.
Yeah. Daytona Spring Break. I've been to Daytona. I wouldn't go back.
Yeah.
This is newsworthy because
it's really not. It's kind of expected.
Oh yeah. Is that all there is on that?
Well, the Houston Rodeo thing is interesting to me because it's literally like a livestock show, and then with the exception of Lizzo, all of the musical acts are like country artists.
Lizzo's at the rodeo?
Yeah, I don't know who's riding.
Check out our prized hog. It can play the flute.
I mean, she's on Ozempic now. She's not quite like in that.
Didn't she get like in a lot of trouble for like she was treating her backup dancers like awfully? Like I think she ate 2 of them or something like that, or like bit their hands off in the feeder trough.
The rumor was that she made them eat a banana out of a stripper's pussy.
Okay, that's just the Marine Corps to me. That sounds like the same thing. I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
I'll do anything for money. You didn't want to cover the news of like, I don't know, there's like 3,000 Marines going to Karg Island. I played enough Battlefield 3 to know how to fucking take that island.
I mean, it's not police related.
It's news though. I mean, actually there's some police officers that are deployed. There's a lot of reservists out there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lost what is it, C-130 up in the air that was refueling?
Yeah, C-135. It seems like that was a mid-air collision.
Yeah, it was a mid-air collision. Refueling
is
refueling is actually pretty dangerous, and it was refueling another strata tanker.
No, what I heard, it was not refueling.
It wasn't?
No.
They just collided?
Collision, yeah.
With the vertical stabilizer, and it's not really a way to... You can't eject from those aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
Not a great thing. We lost 6 airmen. And there's, some reports of casualties. We're involved in a war in the Middle East that involves an oil-rich country, and then the president went on the news and declared that we had won the war before we have won the war. I've heard this number before.
You're making it sound like the oil that's over there isn't ours, and I don't like it.
I'm all for an Iranian regime change, but
if they have oil, it's ours.
I'm also all
They're not allowed to have oil anymore.
I'm also all for letting a country, decide on their own that they're ready for a regime change, and they were in the process of doing that. It kind of got quashed, and I probably would have had the enthusiasm if we did it in the middle of those uprisings, but we didn't. We waited, and then we got involved because, I don't know, a lie from another country that does that every once in a while.
I don't know who you're talking about. But you know what? I was pleasantly surprised that when those burqas came off, there were like reasonably attractive young ladies under there.
They're rather hairy, but very pretty.
Well, I mean, they haven't had a reason to shave in 50 years.
And I've had people on like panicking, like, we're gonna lose a war to Iran. We're not gonna lose a war to Iran. Iran lost a war to Iraq, and you know what we did? They were fighting trench war in the 90s with Iraq, but Saddam would have never let this happen, and he probably would have been a pretty useful ally in this sort of a situation. It's almost like they share a massive land border and had a huge war with them and had a bone to pick. But I just I'm very war weary as a veteran who lost friends in Iraq and Afghanistan, and now I'm seeing this happen, and then my friends have already lost friends in this conflict. I'm like, all right, I've heard this number before. Not super jazzed about it. Also, just to be the asshole in the room, remember when Trump said that if he wasn't elected, that Hillary or Kamala or Biden would start a war in Iran? And then you know what Trump did?
Hey, listen, man.
You know what he did?
There's a lot of military companies that are not making money right now. So why don't you just get your knee off their necks, okay?
Listen, I'm making a killing in RCAT. I am. I invested in defense contracting.
What are the people at Lockheed going to do if we don't have a war? How are they going to fuel their planes? And
they were doing fine. I mean, we're going to see some cool military hardware and some shit. It's just, God, it's complicated and ugly, and I'm not super thrilled with.
All right,
what's
well,
going on.
Let's get off the topic because I don't need an Israelis, a van full of Israelis in front of my house.
With the Israeli carry, they have to cock their guns before they start shooting at us. I'm not super worried.
Yeah, that's true.
And Krav Maga, just cover your dick. You're safe.
They're gonna get a face full of 380. Thank you, Smith and Wesson. All right. A man who was shot by police and later died had to wait 10 extra minutes for an ambulance
Oh my God.
after an officer having a mild anxiety attack took the first one that arrived at the scene.
Hey, what happened to that guy?
Oh, he's dead as fuck. Yes, this happened last year. I think was this Bridgeport, Connecticut? Dyshon Best.
Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yes.
Oh.
Dyshon Best, 39, was shot in the back last year as he fled from officers in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Have you ever been to Bridgeport, Connecticut?
Yeah.
For the listeners at home, Bridgeport, Connecticut looks like they just finished the Troubles combined with the Blitz. Like, it's bad. You can buy a house there for $98,000 in Connecticut, one of the highest.
That is the richest state.
It's one of the richest states, if not the richest. And then there is a city in that state where you can buy a full house for $98,000. How do I know that? Because I looked it up after I was there, and it's like, oh, cool, there's a field and stream here. I was on my way to a casino. So, an officer has a panic attack. None of the officers realize that we should probably calm this officer down and maybe triage is a term that we're trained for and understand, and the person that's actually the red stuff is leaking out should probably be saved, even though they're the bad guy.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, this is no different than the people that like look at fentanyl and they have a panic attack.
Oh God. I've developed an immunity to, like, people panic because I don't wear gloves that often at work and I'm in narcotics. I'm like, yeah, as long as I don't lick my hands afterwards, I'm probably fine. Like, and if I'm not, I'm like, oh no, accidental exposure paperwork, and I'll just ride that dragon until I get to the hospital. I don't give a shit.
I mean, that seems like the perfect reason to go to an opium den the next day. Gonna lay around with a Chinaman.
Did I ever tell you about when I worked with a 3-letter agency on doing a search warrant, and
Probably.
simultaneously kicked in the guy's door at his office and his house, and I was at his office and he was defrauding the federal government, selling counterfeit stuff, whatever. But like, we wrap up with the office and it was like, oh, I'll go help the guys at the house, and it was a short hop, skip, and a jump, and I went over there. And they were still searching, and they hadn't like cleared the whole house yet. I'm like, hey guys, we should clear the whole house. And we go into the basement. And he's growing some weed, and they're like, oh sweet, well, we got to fill out exposure reports. I'm like, it's just weed that's growing. We're not currently burning this weed. Why are you filling out exposure? Wait, what? And I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers! Like, I was like, you fucking serious? Like
The old poop hole loophole.
they're all fucking filling out exposure reports for just seeing weed.
That sounds about right.
If I had to fill out an exposure report for seeing weed, I would never be at fucking work. Like,
You should try doing it. Just be like, I don't know. These guys did it.
no, they wouldn't fall for that with me. They know me too well. They know me. They have a fucking whole record on me.
Do we want to take a guess on the gender of the officer that had the panic attack?
Oh, I know it.
Yeah. Happy Women's
She
Month,
didn't
everybody.
even shoot him. She didn't even shoot him.
No. Somebody else did. To be fair, she did say that she had a bunch of blood on her uniform. But, who hasn't?
Yeah, I just say, gross, cool, I get a new shirt.
Yep.
let me fill out some paperwork.
Yeah, so the second ambulance showed up about 10 minutes after she was removed.
That's enough time to bleed out.
Yeah, well, I mean, overall, it took them an additional 10 minutes to get from the scene to the hospital. And then from there, let's see, it says... First ambulance was called to take Best to the hospital, arrived on scene at 6:02 p.m., about 14 minutes after the shooting. So that's already a significant amount of time. However, at the urging of other officers, that ambulance was used to take away a white police officer who had been involved in a foot chase. Paramedics reported that Parada, that's the officer, declined treatment in the ambulance. I'm fine, I just needed to get out of here. Well, that's a bad thing to have on body camera. Another officer described Parada at the time as visibly hysterical, crying and breathing rapidly, and had blood all over her uniform. The second ambulance arrived on scene at 6:12 p.m., so 10 minutes later. Hospital records said Best was brought in for treatment at 6:22, so an additional 10 minutes. So you got 14 minutes for the first one, then another 10 minutes, then another 10 minutes to get to the hospital. So you're at 14, 24, 34 minutes from shot to hospital.
Yeah, you got a good chance there. I mean, like, that officer should be evaluated for fitness for duty. It's a stressful job.
I'm just going to scroll down here. Parada is currently out on administrative leave due to an unrelated matter, which it was not disclosed.
We listen. We all have seen that where it's like we know what we want to get them for and what we can get them for are two different things. But like fitness for duty, a psych eval, like listen, I've been covered in blood. I've had horrible things happen at work. You know what you do? You just muscle through it. You just push it down and you let it turn into cancer in 40 years. But like
that's 40 years Cuff's problem.
Yeah. Also, like if
also we've got other ways of coping.
Yeah.
Can I have another beer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
It's I am, you know, I think we both are very like forward thinking in terms of stress inoculation, stress treatment, how to deal with traumatic incidences. I'm very open. I've been to therapy. I do have PTSD from some of my experiences.
I haven't done any of that shit. I've just been mushing it down deeper and deeper.
No, I was like, oh, I can't mush this down any deeper without being like really angry or really sad. So like, I'm going to go do something about that. And I took care of it. And I, you build a tolerance, you get new tools. I wasn't comfortable talking about everything in therapy, but I talked about enough of it to get it out there and then work through the other shit on my own, which did involve sitting in my shower, crying and drinking a bottle of gin. But,
gin drunk's a special kind of drunk.
Oh yeah. Then you get really dumb tattoos. But
did you drive over here on a fucking motorcycle? Why is everything so shooken up?
I have a 1.5-year-old that has figured out how to open the fridge.
Oh, well,
and she really likes seltzer and thinks anything in a can is a seltzer.
Okay.
So she just shakes them up, and I find them in front of the TV with Sesame Street on.
All right, in our last article.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hold up your hand for me?
Which one?
Yeah, one of them. Just hold it up. Nice, nice straight fingers. All right, well, let's get into this.
Oh, I like this.
A new Canadian study taking a look at finger lengths of men in order to determine sexuality has promising evidence that the index to ring finger ratio can determine if a man is straight or gay.
All right, what is it? Am I gay? Guys?
I'm going to keep going. The study found that typical straight men and lesbian women shared a common trait of having a longer ring finger compared to their index finger, while gay men and straight women typically had a longer index finger. They believe this could have something to do with prenatal exposure to androgen. Androgen is a hormone that plays a key role in developing and maintaining male characteristics. Let's take another quick look at yours there. And, man, straight by a hair.
Hold on, wait. Oh, there it is. That's better. Is that better?
I think you actually managed to, like, concoct it so that your index finger's longer now.
Super gay? Super straight.
You might just be bi. You could do that.
Super gay, super straight. Super gay.
That's really weird that you're even able to do that.
No, I have a disorder with collagen.
Oh, no. Gay is a disorder, yes.
No, the joints in my hands are fucked up.
All right. Well, anyway, so Cuffs is gay. And
wait, you didn't show me your hand. Let me see your fucking hand. Oh, what the fuck? You got like midget thumbs or fingers. What the fuck is going on? Like, Jesus Christ.
Our fingers are the same exact length.
You got like stumpy little chode fingers though. Why are they so chubby?
I don't know.
And yellow. What the fuck?
Well, no, that's my natural complexion.
So straight?
Honestly, It looks like
Yeah,
your right
straight?
hand is straight and your left hand is just jerking off some dicks.
I don't know.
I think you might be bi.
Ah, cool. Huh. My fingers different lengths. That's weird.
There's something going on there.
Yeah. We'll figure that out in
All
therapy.
right, well, your therapist's definitely going to make you gay. That's job security.
Look at my hands. Am I gay? Doctor, I need you to tell me something. What are hand specialists? That's not podiatrists. What are those? Those are feet guys.
I mean,
Well,
proctologists are good with their hands.
If you have like a regular proctologist, we know the answer to the questions.
I mean, does anybody have like a guy that you go to on a regular basis?
Oh, I go to him regularly.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he's really good with
thick thumbs.
Yeah,
I get you. All right. Well, for everybody here at the Resico podcast, do we have anything else?
No, I don't think we do.
All right. We're probably going to drink for the next hour or two. So for everybody here at the Rusty Cups podcast, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, train hard.
We love you.